Hello, Tara here. I have a little haul for you today. Well, it's actually kind of a big haul, so I might end up splitting it into two parts. Yeah. So it's an order from Cherry on Top. I haven't ordered them since all of the tariff business, and because now Canadians don't pay tariffs on the incoming products, I decided I wanted to do a little order. So the first part is just some bits and pieces, and then they had some grab bags and I always love a grab bag. So these Pebbles Cool Boy Alphas, I thought these were something different, to be honest. I already have these. I mean, I'll use them, but for some reason I thought they were bigger, so that was a bit of a like, oh. But anyway, these wax black, I think they're matte black, wax pieces are for seals, and they were in the clearance, so I grabbed those, or the daily deals or something like that. This is Spot and Oliver from Fancy Pants, and I did not even know that this was a thing. But if you know me, you know I like my dogs, so I had to have it. So this one, I love it. It's not real cutesy. It's more of along of a vintage vibe. So you've got the postage stamps on the front, and then on the back, a nice pink ledger with some other bits kind of mixed in. Isn't this beautiful? I love a damask, but it's all different colors, so that's, I think, fun. And look how nice these go together. And then on the back, I mean, come on. And I think what's interesting about this is all of the dogs are, if you've noticed, if you look back on dog photos from the past, the dogs now have been certain characteristics have been pulled forward into the breeding. So a lot of these older dogs have a different stance to them and a different body shape, and I think it's kind of neat to look back and see how they were back then. Like Irish Wolf Dog, this looks nothing like the current Irish Wolf Dogs, I don't think. I think they have a much bigger head. But anyway, I love the colors. I love this. Well, I love the whole thing. So even if you didn't like dogs, the other, the B-sides are really good. This is cute. Kitty cat. I love these paw prints. That's a beautiful kind of a wallpapery looking deal. Kitty cats. And again, they do look a little different, right, than modern cats. Another beautiful floral. Nice tone. And then sticker sheet, which is mostly just stamps and images. I would have loved to have seen some titles or words or sayings, you know what I mean? But anyway. And then this is the ephemera, and I won't open it up, but I think you can get a good idea of a lot of just not necessarily animal type stuff, but just some florals and some vintage tickets and tags and whatnot. So I'm looking forward to using these. And then the other collection that I purchased was Uniquely Creative Industry Standard. And look it. I'm gonna have to look. I don't know if I've ever bought a whole collection from Uniquely. I think I've just bought single pages, but this is neat on the back, like a good use of the back of that. So I'm not sure that I'm that big on the owls and that jazz, that some of the things, but definitely the back sides and the mixed media type jazz. this color of green you don't see that often. That's nice for a change. And then these muted stripes, looks like fabric. If you get up close there, it looks like a couch cushion or something. Stripes, great steampunky tin, and then the wood grain, but even the wood grain has little gears kind of superimposed on it, so it just makes it a little more interesting. Again, I don't know, that's fine, but I love this color combo. And that, very muted but very vintagey. Oh, and really good branding strips. I didn't even look at the other ones. What were they? Plain. Plain. Okay, I lied. They're not that great. Plain. Plain. Okay, this one has the little arrow type deals. And so this is like I guess a cut apart sheet. Like I said, I mean, I don't know, koalas, wolves, owls. The camera's cute, but this is a great B-side. And then the tags again. Although this is, I'd use some of these, but that's a great background too. So, and oh, one more cut apart sheet. So some of these could definitely be useful, but it's a good use of the paper to get your embellishments at the same time. And then they had this standard, industry standard cut apart. So I didn't even measure those. I'm sure I've got a circle die that'll work there, but what are these? Put one in just over 1.5, 1 5/8. So I don't know if I have a punch that is that close, or whether I'll either have a bit of a border or you cut into it, or I might have a die that would work. But those are the two collections that I purchased. And then they had the grab bags. So they had like a paper grab bag, and then they had a what they call that other one, paper crafting grab bag. So this was the grab bag summer 2, and it's all basically, for the most part, American Crafts products. So a lot of the Bo Bunny Colorful Story, which I did use with cut and paste when I made up a little kit this summer, but I didn't get all of it. So I'm very happy to have this because I have some stuff left over, so this will mix in nice with it. So there's 1, 2, 3, isn't that great? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I love this. I didn't get that one first go. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 pages of the Bo Bunny Colorful Story. And I did have a little bit of ephemera left, but like basically any Vicki Boutin stuff is going to go with this. Like it's such a Vicki Boutin style. Like I'm curious to know who was the designer. But anyway, then the other ones here, I don't think I got any of these collections. So this is all new for me. This is Bivalent Smiles for Miles. And to me that looks like Maggie Holmes, but anyway. Beautiful. So I think this will mix in nice with any of the Bivalent collections I have, or like Maggie Holmes and Jen Hadfield, I find can kind of be mixed together sometimes. That's a pretty one. Love that. Nice cut apart. Oh no, this is, now we're into Maggie Holmes. This is, yeah, Pretty Picnic. And I didn't have any of this, so this is nice. And it's got dogs. So I'm happy, you know, give me a dog and I'm super happy. Love that. Like this with the, like the shading to make it look three-dimensional. Noise. So this is all Pretty Picnic. And to me that very much looks like, shoot, what was the other one? I just had it out too. Market Square. Actually, I thought that was Market Square before I looked at the name, so the colors go along with it. Then we've got Jen Hadfield, Create Joy. I don't have any of this. It's probably not something I would have picked up, but I'll use, like the backs are nice to like tone on tone, even if you're not, to me this isn't probably anything I'm going to use, but the backs I will. That is cute, like, to be honest, but I would use that probably ahead of that, the front. That's cute, but I prefer that. Oh look, dogs running with balloons. So there's, you know, quite a bit here. But no embellishments, so you have to dig back through and find stuff to match it, which is fine. And then this is Paige Evans Happy Haven. I don't remember even seeing this one. I love this. That's like a nice dirty ochre yellow. And then there was one piece of the Little Things from Simple Stories. And one piece of Reminisce. It's an India paper. I don't know that I would have a use for that, but I'm sure somebody I know has gone to India and wants to scrapbook it. I did get this whole collection, so I can just tuck that in with that. This is 49 and Market Starlight Dreams. And then this is Color Play, Color Me, Pampered Pooch. So isn't that adorable? A spoiled dog and its staff lives here. Well, that's not exactly right. It's like two spoiled dogs and their staff live here. And then Asuka, I think I've seen this, but I was like, what would I even use that for? But look at the back. Isn't that a great plaid? And one sheet of Echo Park Marry Me. So, I forget how much this was. It was maybe 30? I can't remember now. But it was, to me, it was a decent deal, and I'll use most of those or pass them on to somebody else. So then the next one was a bit of a letdown for me. And just because of my preferences, right? Like, it's nothing that, it's a good collection and the money's here, value's here, but so there's just like a washi, like a, I was going to say honeycomb, but it's probably more like a chicken wire on there. Simple Stories. Then there's the Prima Postcards from Paradise Shaker Confetti. I'll use that. That green's a little funny, but I'll find a use for it. This is kind of neat. Stamperia MDF blanks. So it's just the pieces to make just a, I don't know what you do with it. It's just probably for decor. This I will not use. This is a sticker book. It's for planners, and I don't know. They're not my style, so that I will get rid of when I go to my next craft day. This I'm on the fence about. I think I would use the brads, the faux brads, but I'm not sure. I don't know. I might. I still have little girly layouts to do, so I might be able to find a use for those. This, for some reason, doesn't really float my boat, and I don't know what it is about it, but somebody will use it. These are cute. Little Cartabella dies, but they're teeny tiny jack-o'-lantern and a couple teeny tiny bats. So that's not something I would have bought or purchased, but I think I could probably do something with that. This I will never use. So, and then this is a 6x6 stencil from Altenew, but it's one of those. You pretty much need the stamp set for it, right? Like, unless you want to doodle on after you've done the shading and that, because it's just one stamp or one. Yeah, it's just one stencil. So I mean, unless you're gonna doodle on it, though, I don't know. To me, it's a bit of a waste. I'm going to put it over there. This I'll use. Photo Play from A Day at the Zoo. It's a nice cheetah print. So, or cheetah, leopard. What would you call that? Doesn't say. An animal, a big cat. These I do like. I really like. And I've been looking at these. They're the Ciao Bella. It's the thin rice paper. So they'd be great for decoupage. So they're these vintage little animals for like a baby something or other. Is that one. Then there's this one in the moonlight. I don't care for this as much, but it kind of matches, kind of, sort of, the navies there. I can't remember if there's no purple in this. Oh, but I do have another Minté collection that has the blues and the purples. That might work for those. Okay, whatever. No big loss if I don't use it. These are super cute. Little piggies at a picnic table and Pianga. The feathers, that'll be pretty for junk journaling or mixed media. I'm not sure I would use this. This is Stamperia rice paper. It's kind of Cinderella-y. Well, it's absolutely Cinderella-y. So I'm not sure about that one. And then this one, is this meant to be Sleeping Beauty, maybe? It's not in English, but it's got the roses and I don't know. Doesn't matter. I might not. And then I was kind of pumped to see this. I was like, oh, this collection pack is made up of 4 double-sided papers, 2 laser cut sheets of coordinating elements. The papers aren't in it. So I'm wondering if they got sent it like this and then they're like, oh, we can't sell that, but we can give it away. But I mean, anyway, those are absolutely going to be used. Like, they're nice, 49 and Market never disappoints with their laser cuts. So just these might have been nice. I don't know if I have any of those. I don't think I do, but yellow will work with a lot of stuff. So then this is kind of the big chunk. It's Cutie Pie. I don't think I even had heard of this collection, and it's probably not something I'll find myself reaching for. So I haven't even taken the stickers off it. I'm not sure that I'm even gonna, I feel like I'd be better served to just pass that along instead of keeping it forever and then realizing, I'm never gonna use that. Then there were some loose papers here at the bottom. I don't know what this is. There's no branding strip on it. To me, it looks like an Echo Park paper, but it's definitely like a Christmassy one. So, but nice. Like I'll use that. Then we get into some older Simple Stories. What's Cooking? I still have a little bit of that collection left. So, and this is super usable. So I'm not at all mad about that. And then we've got some Smiles for Miles here from Benevolent. Was that the one that we had? No. Oh yeah, but I don't think there's any duplicates. Like I think I looked through these and thought, oh well, it's not the same collection, but it's a nice, like I say, I didn't even clue in that this was a thing. I think maybe, what's the date on it? 2024. It's probably the same as like cut and paste. Oh, I love that. Like it just kind of went out like a sad flame, like nothing was really promoted, and it's too bad. Like the designers put a lot of work into this, into their collections, and then nothing was really promoted. So that's super cute. So we're into the Pretty Picnic again. So these, like, by the time you add them to what I've already got in this other pile, I would imagine I've got almost the whole, all of the sheets. Love this. This is nice, eh? Like, make the most of every day. And it's the branding strips on these are decent. Love that. I love Maggie Holmes florals, are just so identifiable, but like, how pretty is that? Well, even that, right? Anyway, what's on the back of that? And then some more Create Joy from Jen Hadfield. It's a fun purple. Probably not something I would have purchased, but who knows? Might be able to use it. That's cute. I like that. I like the little scattered daisy, and that's a nice B-side. So that's it for kind of the loose stuff. And then the what I have left, let's see, how far are we into it? Oh, we're already 20 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna cut this off here, and I'll do a different video for the other because there's quite a bit in that too. So have you ever gotten these bundles from Cherry on Top? I'm curious to see whether or did you get it this round? Curious to see how yours compared with what I got, how different it was, or whether it was all pretty much the same. So if you did get one, just, if you wouldn't mind just letting me know. I'm super curious. Like, I love surprise bags, and even though there's some stuff in here I wouldn't use, I'd still buy it again. Like, I'm willing to roll the dice. I have no problem with that. Anyway, that's good for this. We will talk to you again soon. Thanks very much. Bye.